Imagine crafting a fully functional mobile game, complete with intricate enemy patterns, power-ups, all that stuff.
Yeah, or maybe like a really robust note-taking app, one that syncs across all your devices.
But not in months, not even weeks.
Oh, wait. We're talking minutes, like maybe 14
Yeah.
minutes, from just a simple text prompt.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into Rork AI, and it's powered by, well, the much-anticipated GPT-5.
Yep.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really unpacking something pretty intriguing here. Rork AI. It promises to genuinely democratize mobile app development, making creation accessible in a way we really haven't seen before.
That's right. It's like having a fast-track pass, you know, for your app idea straight onto your phone.
Right.
Forget Xcode, forget all those complicated setups. It's just pure AI generation right there in your browser. Pretty wild.
So we'll start by looking at what's traditionally been the mobile development nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Then explore how Rork offers a truly mobile-first solution. And then, crucially, we'll put it through its paces. Some real-world tests.
Absolutely. We've got two big challenges lined up for it. First, building a playable 2D space shooter.
Okay.
And then a practical, data-driven note-taking app. And we'll also cover the essentials. The pricing, where it really shines, its current limits, and what's actually going on under the hood, technically speaking.
And ultimately, we'll be asking the big question, is this really the future of app creation? Let's maybe start by considering the historical landscape. For creators who aren't technical, what's been the biggest headache? The wall they hit before they even start.
Oh, it's really that initial setup and just the sheer complexity of testing.
Right.
You spend way more time fighting with the tools and configurations than, actually building anything cool.
So you have this great idea, but you're stuck.
Exactly. Locked out because you can't even get your development environment to compile a basic hello world or test it on your actual phone. It's crazy.
Right. We're talking about grappling with something like Apple's Xcode.
Ugh. Xcode.
Which is this massive, intricate, integrated development environment, an ICE.
Yep, IDE. And you often need multiple computers, seriously, just to compile a basic starter project sometimes.
And then there's the friction of testing, getting the app from the computer to the phone.
Oh, it's often like 10, 15 manual steps. It's a total black box problem. You're basically coding blind.
No live preview on the actual device.
None. Which makes AI coding for mobile traditionally feel super clunky, just inaccessible for most people.
So you're saying the sheer setup and testing complexity that's been the biggest barrier locked people out?
Absolutely. That's been the showstopper. But Rork, thankfully, just flips that whole broken paradigm right on its head.
How so?
Well, it's inherently mobile first, and importantly, it's powered by GPT-5.
The latest advanced AI model.
Exactly. Known for its sophisticated reasoning, multimodal code generation, all that good stuff.
And its core philosophy seems to be about speed and accessibility.
Yeah.
Taking an idea to a testable app in minutes.
That's the key. Speed. Accessibility. It's a huge shift.
So how does it work, practically?
It's pretty simple, actually. You get a single prompt interface right in your browser. Just describe the app you want.
Okay.
Then, for instant mobile testing, this is the cool part, you just scan a QR code with your phone.
Wow. Beat. So no complex IDE needed at all?
Nope. Everything happens right there in the browser.
And it's cross-platform.
Truly cross-platform. One build works seamlessly on iOS, Android, and the web.
And updates are live, real time.
Yeah, which is remarkable. You make a change in the prompt, tweet something.
And you see it on your phone moments later.
Almost instantly, yeah.
So this mobile-first approach, it just bypasses all that setup hassle.
Completely. You jump straight to testing your actual idea.
Okay, let's dive into that first real test then. Building a playable 2D space shooter. From scratch.
Right. And the strategy here was what we called creative freedom.
Meaning the prompt wasn't super prescriptive, not micromanaging.
Exactly. It gave the AI a clear core function. A 2D side-scrolling space shooter, fast-paced arcade action, that kind of thing.
But left room for style.
Yeah, room for interpretation, like asking for a pulsing soundtrack vibe. It wasn't just about function, it was about the feel.
Okay. And how did it go, watching it build?
Honestly, genuinely impressive. Watching Rork build this game, Cosmic Defender.
Cosmic Defender, okay.
Yeah. You see the AI's thought process, like its plan, on one side of the screen.
No.
And then there's a live mobile preview on the other side, showing the app just coming to life piece by piece.
What kind of features did it manage to include?
Well, it had this really vibrant neon aesthetic, kind of reminded me of Geometry Wars.
Oh, cool.
An animated starfield background, multiple complex enemy types, not just simple blobs power-ups.
And the controls. Touch controls can be tricky.
Flawless touch controls right out of the box. Seriously, these features would normally take a human dev hours, maybe days. But here's where it gets really interesting. The magic moment, we called it.
Okay.
From the browser to having the game running on your phone, about 5 seconds.
5 seconds. How?
You scan a QR code, you install this free app called Expo Go just once.
Right.
And then boom, the game instantly launches. Full screen, feels totally native.
Whoa!
Yeah! Whoa! Imagine the possibilities. A tool like this for like a billion creators out there. It's a game changer.
That instant transfer, that seamless launch,
Yeah,
it really does shift things.
totally. And then there's the patch power.
Bash pack.
Yeah, we gave it a simple prompt like, make the enemy ships look like actual spaceships, not just geometric shapes.
Yeah.
It updated the live game almost instantly. The visuals changed right there on the phone.
So this rapid iteration, it just transforms the creative feedback loop.
Fundamentally, ideas become testable realities almost immediately. Refinement gets super fast.
Okay, so games are one thing, fun, visual, but what about more practical apps, data-driven stuff?
Right. That was the next test, building a fully functional note-taking app.
And this prompt pushed the AI a bit harder.
Yeah, definitely. We push it on data persistence, making sure notes actually save.
Crucial for a note app.
Totally. And UI complexity, different input types like typing and freehand drawing.
Drawing too, okay.
Even asked for search, themes, folders, the works.
And the result?
Surprisingly comprehensive, really.
Yeah.
A clean editor, seamless autosave that just worked, real-time search, light and dark themes.
Wow.
It felt remarkably native on the phone, like genuinely indistinguishable from a professionally developed app.
Hmm.
I'll admit, this is where I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes, getting the AI to stick to the plan precisely. But Rork did great, mostly.
Mostly. Okay, here comes the reality check.
Yeah. While maybe 95% of the app worked flawlessly, there was one point of failure.
Drawing feature.
Yep, the freehand drawing feature. It just didn't function correctly on the mobile device itself. Looked okay in the web preview, but not on the phone.
Ah. So that highlights something important.
It does. Highly specialized or really complex touch interactions. They might still need a human touch to really perfect.
So it's powerful, but not quite magical everywhere yet.
Not quite magical everywhere. Not yet, anyway. Powerful, yes.
So what this specific limitation tells us is that these niche, complex UI interactions are still a frontier for autonomous AI, even GPT-5.
Exactly. That's the current edge.
Okay, so you've built an app, maybe 2 apps, that's fantastic. But what about getting it out there, into users' hands? Rork also acts as a kind of launch pad, right?
Exactly. Yeah, a launch pad. Beta testing is incredibly easy.
How easy?
You can generate a private link, send it to friends, or you could even tweet a public link if you wanted broader feedback. It's a genuine friends and family test flight, but super simple.
Okay. And then getting it into the actual app stores, Apple's portal is famously complex.
Oh, notoriously so. But Rork has what they call the easy button for App Store submission.
An easy button.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Instead of wrestling with Apple's confusing developer portal, Rork gives you a simple, guided form. You fill it out.
And it handles the back-end complexity.
It manages that entire complex submission process in the background for you. Uploading builds, certificates, provisioning profiles, all that stuff.
That really does make publishing accessible, especially for non-technical folks.
It totally levels the playing field. And what about the cost, the investment? Rork's pricing seems pretty simple and transparent.
Yeah, they have a starter plan. It's $20 a month, gets you 100 messages. Seems perfect for your first few apps or just experimenting.
100 messages. Okay.
Then there's the professional plan. That's $50 a month for 250 messages. And that unlocks more advanced features too, like GitHub integration.
Great, GitHub, good. But here's the usage reality check that really blew my mind.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those 2 apps we built? The space shooter game and the note taker.
Yeah.
Together, they used only 3 messages.
3 out of 100 on the starter plan.
3. That means the $20 starter plan could realistically help you build like 30 or more distinct apps. Maybe even more depending on iterations.
Wow. That's incredible value.
It's insane value. It truly de-risks creativity and exploration. You can try out lots of ideas without breaking the bank.
So what you're pointing to is that this super low barrier to entry for both creation and publication, it just significantly boosts innovation by enabling rapid, cheap experimentation.
Precisely. More ideas get tested, more cool stuff gets built. Sponsor.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've seen Rork build a couple of apps, handle deployment. Let's zoom out a bit. Where does it fit in the whole ecosystem of development tools?
Yeah, good question. I kind of think of Rork as being like a specialized surgical instrument specifically for mobile development.
Okay, surgical instrument. Compared to what?
Compared to general AI coding assistants, which are maybe more like a Leatherman multi-tool.
Versatile but not specialized.
Exactly. Leathermans are great, but you wouldn't use one for brain surgery, right? Rork is tailored for this one job, getting mobile apps built fast.
So Rork really excels because it's mobile first. That's simple QR code testing.
Yep. Instant feedback.
Its accessibility, especially for non-technical users.
Crucial.
And that true cross-platform functionality from one code base. Those seem like its core strengths.
They absolutely are. But, like any tool, there are trade-offs, of course.
Such as?
Well, it can sometimes be a bit slower than pure text-based AI assistants, especially when generating code for really complex features.
Okay.
We saw it struggle with that really complex drawing interaction.
Right, the Note app.
And it offers maybe less granular control over the underlying code structure compared to writing it all yourself or using a more general AI assistant. Plus, there's always some degree of platform lock-in with specialized tools.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it does offer an advanced toolkit to kind of mitigate some of that.
It does, yeah. Which is smart. The GitHub integration is key that acts as your escape hatch.
Escape hatch.
Meaning you own your code. You can export it anytime, take it off the platform, customize it manually, integrate it into other workflows. You're not stuck.
That's important for trust and for sensitive info.
Yeah.
Like API keys.
For that, they have environment variables. That's like your secret vault.
Okay.
API keys, database credentials, stuff like that, kept completely separate and secure from your main code base. Good practice.
And finally, database connectivity.
Yeah, that gives your app a persistent brain.
A persistent brain, I like that.
Right. It allows for essential features like user accounts, syncing data across devices, and building a genuinely scalable architecture if your app takes off.
So that escape hatch, the GitHub integration, is actually pretty critical for the platform's long-term viability. It deals with those lock-in concerns.
Absolutely. It ensures code ownership, builds trust, and makes it viable for more serious projects, too.
Okay, so these demos, the game and the Note app, they're just scratching the surface, really.
Oh, totally. Just the beginning. Rork unlocks a whole universe of potential applications, custom task managers for your team, internal business tools, maybe simple CRMs, educational games for kids, even interactive art projects. The possibilities are huge.
It's worth maybe touching on what's actually under the hood to understand why it works so well.
Yeah, the tech stack is pretty interesting. It's like a holy trinity of tech.
Holy Trinity, okay.
You've got GPT-5 as the brain doing the reasoning, the code generation.
Right.
Then you have React Native. That's the skeleton. It's a super popular framework from Facebook, Meta now.
For building cross-platform apps that feel native.
Exactly. Write once, run on iOS and Android, feels like a real app.
And the third part?
Expo, that's the launchpad. It's this open source framework and platform built on top of React Native.
Ah, okay.
Expo simplifies a ton of the development and deployment headaches. It's what enables that instant QR code testing and the easy over-the-air updates.
So, a solid foundation. What about the future? What can we expect?
Well, looking ahead, we can probably expect things like a plan approval mode.
Letting you review the AI's plan before it generates code.
Exactly. More granular control. Probably extensive template libraries to start from. And maybe even multi-user collaboration features down the line.
So looking at the competitive landscape, Rork seems to have carved out a really unique niche.
I think so. It's definitely more accessible than traditional coding. It's more specialized for mobile than the general AI code assistants. It's more complete, more powerful than simple no-code or low-code builders.
Right, which often hit a wall.
They do. And it's more current, leveraging GPT-5.
So who is this really for? Who should be using Rork right now?
I'd say non-technical entrepreneurs, definitely. People with ideas but no coding background.
Okay.
Rapid prototypers who need to test ideas quickly, solo developers who want to accelerate their workflow.
And who maybe shouldn't use it? Or where might it not be the best fit?
probably not the best fit for like super complex enterprise applications with deep legacy integrations.
Makes sense.
Or highly performance critical games that need really deep, low-level engine optimization. Or maybe teams already working with massive existing code bases where integrating this might be tricky.
But those technical underpinnings React Native Expo, they suggest that the apps it builds are pretty robust and scalable, right?
Oh yeah. Building on industry standards like React Native and Expo ensures the apps are modern, performant, and inherently scalable for most use cases. It's not building toy apps.
Okay. So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway here? What does this all mean?
I think Rork represents a genuine breakthrough. It really does. It flawlessly solves one of the biggest, most painful problems in mobile AI development today.
Which is?
That massive high-friction gap between having a brilliant idea in your head
Yeah.
and having a testable, real application running on your phone, in your hands.
It bridges that gap.
Completely.
Yeah.
It's truly the ultimate tool right now for rapid prototyping, for building personal tools just for yourself, or creating really compelling interactive client demos.
And when you factor in the cost, roughly $0.20 per app iteration on that starter plan,
That's crazy cheap.
compared to hundreds of dollars an hour for a professional developer or spending months learning to code yourself, the value proposition is just.
It's incredible, truly insane. It completely shifts the economics of creation.
So Rork isn't just another AI tool in the pile.
No, I don't think so. It feels like a fundamental shift in how mobile apps actually get created. For a huge number of aspiring creators, that massive barrier to entry is just gone.
So if you've ever had that app idea keeping you up at night, but you felt completely intimidated by the complexity of the code, the app stores.
Yeah, that excuse is kind of gone now, isn't it?
It seems like it. Your idea is now potentially just one prompt away from becoming a testable reality. It makes you wonder, what will you build?
Exactly. We really encourage you listening to explore this space. Think about how these tools could amplify your own creativity, your entrepreneurial spirit. It's a really fascinating time to be building things.
It certainly is. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring. Eudoro Music.